Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. Excuse me. It's time for the Friday night on the Homestead live stream. And tonight's topic is the shelves are stocked, but what is lacking? Or, in other words, will your food supply sustain you? How's everybody doing? All righty, we got 15 in here so far. Good to see everybody. And if you're lurking is fine. We love people that lurk. Just would appreciate it though if you at least give us a thumbs up, check in and just say hi, lurking. That's all you got to say. Helps me out with YouTube's analytics. But first one in here this evening was CR, Creative Redundancy from North of the Border. Then Suzanne Galley. Then Howie at Food Forest Permaculture, also from North of the Border. And let's see, everybody's talking, doing things there, back and forth. Then Kaylin Strain came in. Then Walt Rogers. Moon over Miami. Phelan Clan Wolf. And several people are saying no ads. Except for CR, who said he had a Spider-Man soap ad. Let's see here. Phelan Clan Wolf has been a member for 13 months, and Suzanne Goulet has been a member for 10 months. Shawnee Shave is in the house. Idaho Garden Girls here. NCR said he already ate. King Poopah is here. The Swafford Homestead is here. Tibor is here. Hey, Tibor. And I'm caught up down to the end here. Let me clear my throat out a little bit. Spent most of the day out speaking of shelves and stuff, I spent most of the day out in the shop removing the wooden shelves that Brandon had put up in there because they're fixed. There were 4 shelves and they weren't spaced where I needed them. And I got a bunch of the wire rack shelves that I can adjust all the time. So I'm just going to take all the wooden ones out, put the metal ones over there, and use the shelving material with another shelving system I have that's adjustable. And I'll put it up on the other side when I get the walls done over there. Geeky Gardens in the house. All righty. So we got a few people here. So what am I talking about when I'm saying, when I came up with the shelves are stocked, but what's lacking? Okay. What I'm talking about is what's lacking on your shelves. And are your shelves, will your food supplies sustain you during a major problem with the supply chain? So, I almost forgot for those that want it. And CP is in the house. Yeah, okay. Kaylin's not lacking stuff on the shelves. She's lacking the shelves. All right, let me go here. All right, sustainable food. Do you have sustainable food in your pantry that can sustain you? And what do we got here? Oh, and King Poopah, Dustin said, wants to can more protein. And Dustin, that's going to be the topic next. Is it this month, coming Monday? Let me take a look. Or is it Saturday? Oh, no, it's Saturday. It's tomorrow. That's tomorrow's topic about protein and stuff on Survival Saturday with the doctors on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping. All right, and let's see here. So So what is sustainable food? It's ecologically responsible, it's fair and accessible, it's local, it's healthy, there's no waste, and it keeps itself. And basically, you want to know what sustainable food is, check Howie's food forest out. That's sustainable. He gives so much food away. So there are several of things talking about it, healthy local foods, healthy lands and watersheds, healthy communities, and you can build your own local foods program about where you get stuff. If you can grow it yourself, if you buy it at the farmer's market, if you develop friendships with the farmers, so when the farmers markets are closed down and they still have stuff to sell, they know they can, you can call them or they can call you, let you know what they have, and you can go pick it up from them. But canning is one of the main ones here. When you grow it yourself, and it's sustainable because you're growing it yourself, and you're able to get not only harvest it, but you're able to gather seeds to plant for the next several years. That's good. And so, are your shelves, or is your food storage sustainable enough to keep you going through a failure of the supply chain, whether it's 1 month, 3 months, 6 months before things start getting back to normal? CSAs. I'm having a brain fart there, Kaylin. I'm having a brain fart on what CSAs are. I know that 3-letter acronym. I'm just not. I'm having a brain fart. All right. Hey, Dustin, beans, protein. Community supported agriculture. Thank you. I mean, I know that it's been a couple months since I had Darren from Thorhaven on my live streams, and he was talking about not summer of 2023, but summer of 2022. They canned a boatload of beans, and it was a good thing because their bean crop failed last year. So cool. Sounds nice. Courtney made something good, huh? Chicken chili. Cool. All right. Let's see here. And other beans or protein, you got lima beans, you got chickpeas, you got regular peas, and I'm not sure what's in those 4 jars in the middle there. It's kind of hard to see even when I got it blown up here super big on my screen over here. But and who was talking about it? Hang on here. Let me switch. It was on Facebook. I'm not sure if it was someone from Rebel Canner's group or whether it was one of the other homesteaders talking about. It might have been Mimsy. Was talking about try to grow all their food, but when the store has peas or beans or something, frozen food, vegetables, on ridiculously low price, stock up on them and can them. Hey, Hendo, how's it going? Skinner Farms is in the house. Hey, Justin. Not Justin, Josh. I was just talking to a friend of mine, Justin, before the live stream. That's got him on my brain still. What? Can't call it chili. It's chicken and hot sauce. All right. What do I got next here? Oh, make it big there. Grains. What sort of grains? I mean, it's really hard for unless you got a lot of land and you got the equipment. It's hard for us to grow, grains. The beans back in the back corner there. Yeah, we can grow all sorts of beans. Pinto beans, navy beans, kidney beans. We can grow beans. Rice is hard to do. Rice takes a lot of water. And the other grains, oats, wheat, etc., are a little bit harder to do. And it's 3:12 a.m. for Hendo. And so if you have a local farmer that grows grows grains and stuff, and make friends. See if you can buy 50-pound, 100-pound bags from them. There's a ranch around here it's a diversified. They raise pigs, they raise cattle, they grow alfalfa, they grow sweet potato, not sweet potato, sugar beets, and they grow potatoes. And they rotate things around, so they grow everything every year, but they rotate it around, and they rest some of the fields enough too. So, but my daughter picked up a big bag of potatoes. I put pictures of it several months back on the about 4 months ago now on the community tab. Ooh, we're up to 18 likes. Woohoo! Got 18 likes and 20 people in here. Okay, who forgot to hit the thumbs up? All righty, and let me see, get back over here. I think got a couple more pictures here. Yeah, and you can also bulk buy the different grains and stuff as well. But several doctors had put out videos this last week talking about some of the sprays they put on the grains to make them hardier and bug resistance and stuff, increases certain omega-6 oils make them produce more oils than there should be, and they're the bad omega-6 oils. So if you grow it, as they were saying, grow it yourself and don't put any of those sprays on it. Exactly, Hallie, exactly. And if you can't eat it, can it and store it till you can eat it. Yeah, get several people together and do a large bulk purchase. I'm not. Hey, checked off. I'm not sure it's that. It's something that just triggers the a lot of the grains and stuff to produce more of the omega-6. I believe it's the omega-6, not the omega-3s. Oils that they use for vegetable oil. So corn's one of the ones they spray it on. Soybeans is one they spray it on a lot. So, but there's some of the other grains as well too. And see what this. And I got here's the last one. Northern Girl Hobbies, welcome. Livestock. Besides all the stuff, the plant-based food. How about are you trying to raise some sort of livestock that lives off that plant-based food and converts it naturally into protein, such as rabbits, chickens, um, goats, sheep, pigs, cows, um, guinea pigs. Yes, guinea pigs are a big delicacy down in South America. Did I say hi to Idaho Garden Girl? I'm not sure. Hey, Steph. Hey, Mary Beth Smith. How's it going? So, yeah, try, in making your food supply or food storage more sustainable is to make it so you can grow it yourself and not have to rely on the supply chain. More water, folks. Yeah, CR. You got that. There's another one. Quail, pheasant, turkey. I mean, I should remember turkeys. My daughter has raised turkeys, and Courtney and Dustin have been raising turkeys. And my son, when he was riding his bicycle around the neighborhood before he got a car, would try to sneak up on the wild turkeys, and he wanted to get one so bad and bring it home and do it up. But yeah. Coffee needs water. Water equals life. Yes. However, coffee needs water, but water doesn't need coffee. Everybody's freaking out and they're ready to start typing nasty stuff at me. Water needs hot apple cider and hot chocolate. And Lewis is in the house. It's the Marshmallow Man. Let's see. Had some notes here, and one of the grandkids was over here, and all of a sudden they colored all over it. And I told them to clean up. They got rid of it. I don't know if they threw it in the trash or they took it home or what, but I knew there was going to be somebody saying something. Yeah, but coffee is a really strong diuretic, especially if you have really strong coffee. Oh, and actually, tea is the number one item added to water for drinking. Hey, I worked with a construction crew for several years. Yeah, some of those guys, if they get caught in traffic and don't get a chance to stop at the 7-Eleven up the street before they get to the job site and get their coffee, are really grumps. Coffee keeps the people around me alive. Oh, yes. Fishing, rivers, and lakes. More ways to get food. Do you have your fishing license to fish in public waters? And Dustin's going to be canning. Hey, Dustin, when you do that and you put those roosters in freezer camp, you can have Courtney make more chili with them. Hey, Grammy Karen, how's it going? All right. Yeah, so I pinned the link to the top if anybody wants to come up here. So, Kaylin's got it so her license renews automatically. Cool. I know you there was something about getting fishing, about with a fishing license here in Idaho. I think if you get your fishing license, you also get either free access to the state parks or a certain number of free access to state parks. Not sure. I know in California you can get your regular fishing license, then you can get fishing license for certain species, and then you can get saltwater fishing. But if you get them all on one stamp, it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, I got the Snake River here about quarter mile as a crow flies, about a mile and a half as I have to drive around to get to a good fishing spot over there. So those are just ways to. Here comes Lewis.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. All right. So we got Lewis, Food Forest Permaculture, and CR from north of the border. Am I missing anybody else from north of the border? Northern Girl Hobbies. Are you? I think you're north of the border too. So, yeah, there's when it comes to our your food supplies, making it sustainable. And I froze. It's one of those things you got to work on. And I was out there working on the taking down those wooden shelves and stuff. All the dust was getting to me. That's my. Well, it sounds like I got a frog in my throat. Corsair Trainers. Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm always working on my pantry, but then again, I'm always eating from it too. So
yeah, well, you're rotating it.
Yeah,
I know. Steve's making strides in getting his garden going so he can grow more food. Of course, then he also jokes about if things get really, really, really bad, he'll just eat lawn pork, the other white meat. Okay. As an avid fisher, most states have exemption applies due to mercury and others, not the olden days anymore. You got to go away from man, still get reasonably clean fish. Sad, yeah. I know the scout camp up here is in a good area, and it's on one of the streams that feeds the lake up by Yellowstone. And so there's from I've heard from the Scout Council and a bunch of the Scout leaders and stuff. There's no farming up that one creek, stream, mini river, but they got it flows enough, and it's got some areas where it spreads out. You can do fly fishing and everything else. It's got a lot of fish in it up there, though. So, of course, I guess Steve could show us a video one of these days on how to fish the Los Angeles River, or one of the storm drain inlets, which is kind of funny, really, because when I used to live in Sun Valley, there, right across from Burbank, actually, from our house. Across the back fence was my grandfather's catering and rental equipment company. That was on San Fernando Boulevard. Then the railroad tracks, then the runway for the Burbank Airport. But going up a little bit towards my cousin's house, the Hunga Canyon Creek and the up in Lockerston, I can't remember that other one. They were coming out of the mountains, and of course, they had fish and everything in it. And then they would hit the concrete catch basins to get all the sediment out, and then it would flow into the box culverts that, and we're talking big box culverts, 10-foot tall, 10-foot wide, that would flow down to the Los Angeles River.
Yeah, if I do any fishing, which is never, but if I were to, I'd be fishing up north.
Yeah. So Kaylin says the money is down lower. Oh, yeah. A lot of there are several rivers that are running a little low. Too many municipalities pulling water out of them. All right, so the Swaffords grow most of their vegetables and some fruits and berries. That's one of the things. Like hopefully next year, I'll be able to get planted some large pot apricot trees, a couple of apple trees, and a peach tree. Maybe 2 of each, and get them out here where I can, my wife can start laying it out for the food forest she wants to have, and get the trees growing now, so they can start producing sooner. And we don't want to get I don't want to get 5-gallon bucket ones. I want to get 10 or 15-gallon bucket trees, because when I pick those up from the one nursery, sometimes they already have the blossoms on it. Sometimes I've already have fruit set on it. So I know when I dig the hole and I put all the fertilizer in and stuff, and I put the tree in, I'm going to get more the next year, and even way more the following year.
Yeah, I bought 2 peach trees, and I got 2 peach trees growing from seed.
Yeah, I'm trying. I got of the dozen seeds that Geeky Garden sent me. I'm trying to get some. I got 4 of them, trying to sprout them right now. Even on the heated the seedling pad and stuff. I'm having bad luck right now. It's inside. The temperature in that room is right now is 69 degrees, so it's not cold. And so the ponderosa lemons should be sprouting and growing, but I haven't seen anything yet. And I check it. I check to make sure with my meter probe to make sure the soil is damp and not too wet. And so maybe I'll get a surprise. In a month, all of a sudden it'll go pink, surprise. But it's one of the things that I've been talking with my daughter about doing in one of the garden areas that where they were growing things, was to plant a bunch of stuff like lettuce, endive, radishes, peas, rainbow chard, just kind of just let it go out there growing and stuff, and just let's let it grow for the rabbits and the chickens.
Yeah, I haven't had to use my any heating pads for the trees I got growing from seed.
Yeah. I was just trying to keep it, because the temperature on it was down cold in that room over there, without the heating pad under it, and that show is too cold. But yeah, we're planning to get some more advanced aged fruit trees, so we get the fruit quicker, and get it so that the when we go to plant them, we take the hose and loosen up the soil around the outside, and we add soil to it, so the roots so it's not root bound, and it can actually the roots can go out and start doing stuff, and start getting some fruit in here. Because I know when I get the apples going here, the grandkids will be eating every apple off the trees for the first couple of years. Mm. Yeah, same thing here. My wife, when she retires, wants to the summer before she retires, um, build a Wallapini greenhouse up here and get all this everything done in and all the underground tubing for the geothermal heating on it in, and get it ready so that we can hopefully plant an orange tree and a lemon tree in the Wallapini like the guy in Nebraska does, where he's got snow all over all around his and stuff, but he's able to grow the lemon trees and stuff. He even grows banana trees. Hey Wayne, welcome in. It's the Ungrateful Peasant here. So you got a champagne ad? Oh man, yeah. Citrus in Idaho. Well, all right. The guy in northern Nebraska, where it snows and gets lots of snow, he gets more snow there than we do here, and he's growing citrus tree. He's growing several different types of citrus, orange, lemons, tangerines. He has a banana tree and several other delicates that he's growing in his greenhouse. He's been growing them there for years.
Yeah, I got 2 lemon trees and 2 pomegranate trees and turmeric.
Yeah. When I get the shop fully insulated and stuff up in there, get it all ready for next winter, what I'll be doing is I'll be growing 1 orange tree, 1 lemon tree, and if my wife gets a pomegranate started, pomegranate started, we will, I'll have those in the IBC totes, and I'll wheel them into the shop into an area, where they can stay nice and warm during the wintertime and not freeze. And then I can roll them once the outside temperatures are at the last freeze is gone and the temperatures warm up. I can roll them back outside and grow those here. Yeah, I've heard stuff like that. Just keeping up on the side chat there. Yeah, I mean, it's around here, unless you got the money for the heat one, or you got a huge one like our friend April does. She's got 2 huge ones, and they're able to put a wood burning stove in there to heat it. Woohoo! Steve's got a pomegranate tree. Woohoo! So the question is the pomegranate tree for Steve or his boss? But yeah, there's take one of the things I think everybody should do in more ways than one here. Check out and see what your stuff is. Is it sustainable? I was just checking out some other stuff with my daughter, her supplies and mine and stuff, going through, get our glasses on, making sure. And some of the stuff that several years ago did not have nasty ingredients in it now has nasty ingredients in it. So those foods are no longer sustainable for us. They're adding the they started adding maltodextrin to several different brands of chili. It's like, crap, you don't need that stuff in the chili. But they're using it as a cheap filler so they get every penny squeezed out of a can of chili. and stuff's not good for you anymore. So you got to do homemade chili. Yeah, we're thinking about having it step down, so the very bottom level is about 5 to 6 feet down. Cool. I just wish one of these would sprout. All right, and let me check something here. Just do a quick check here.
Yeah, Steve, I seen that you give away those pomegranates. Pomegranates are like a superfood. They do something. I think helping with aging skin or something like that, and a couple of other things.
We got a new person in the house. Everybody say hi to them.
Hey,
I believe it's their first time here. And I would say I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation. Mamata Bor? Bior? Oh yeah. When I'm watching, no matter whose ads I'm watching, I get ads when I'm watching someone else's videos for the that hidden holster thing where it all has like a back brace elastic with the Velcro on it, so you put it on and it's inside your clothes and it's tucked in. I get that one, and I'm getting I'm getting a ton of the was it the bear something or other hoodie. It's just like I'm just getting sick and tired of that ad. Hey, Liberty Garden, how's it going? But yeah, the my wife's pomegranate this last summer when I was there was just it was she was having the boys do some watering in the garden because she's coming home with the computer, working late at night, trying to get all her work done. I'm out there and I go back in the house. Do we need to brace up the limbs on the pomegranate? And she got a panic look on her face and went out there. She goes, "Oh crap!" And we started bracing up all. I mean, it was just friggin' loaded with pomegranates. And she goes, "This is twice as many as last year." And we were propping them all up, so nothing would break, and putting in T-posts and tying it up to the T-posts and everything else. And when she came up, the last time she came up here, she brought several of them up here to give to our daughter. But so I know she's going to want to be able to grow a pomegranate up here. So it's going to have to either be in the greenhouse or it's going to have to be in one of the IBC totes that gets wheeled into the shop. So with the heater in there, so it doesn't freeze and it'll survive. Yeah, I mean, but still, I mean, there are people. We're open carry here in Idaho, but there are a lot of people, and I'm surprised, how many people I can see wearing concealed carry. We're open and concealed carry here. All right, so they because they don't want to freak out the few snowflakes that have moved into the area. Yeah, that's it. The Vanish holster and the bearskin hoodie. Yeah. But those are the main ones I get. But it's like, And what I hate about the bearskin, are you tired of layering? I'm sorry, but I have to layer because when I go out there and I start shoveling snow, I got to be able to peel off layers. So I take one jacket off and suddenly be a popsicle.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I really hate that commercial because it's making people think, oh, you only need to have one thing, but you have that one piece on that's blocking all the wind and doing all the stuff there and keeping you all nice, toasty, warm. And you do something more than just walking along. You start working out. You're gonna be sweating up a storm, and it's gonna be like, yeah. I believe in layers because you take off as much as you need to, you put back on as much as you need to, depending on your activity, the wind, the temperature. That way you're comfortable all the time. Yeah, CR, yeah, I think you might need a couple of those. Uh, yeah, let me go ahead. For those of you who just came in late, really quick. So basically, we hit it up really quick here with the, wait a minute, let me put us both up there. There we go. So, you know, is your food sustainable for your food storage? Talk about what sustainable food is. How basically you got to be like Howie, growing as much as you can. Different things about it, and then you got to be like Tammy at Rebel Canners, and you can everything you grow and everything that you can buy on super cheap sale from the stores.
Yeah, I just
I know that problem. If I start peeling it off too much, I get NASA and the Army coming out here saying, "Hey, you're wiping out our satellites. Put a shirt back on." And let's see what do we got here. Yeah, you can can a lot of different things: garbanzo beans, kidney beans, lima beans, other beans. I can't tell what they are. Store your, make sure you got plenty of grains. If you need to, bulk buy grains. You know, get with other people, and if you put in several people go together to put in a bulk order, and it gets to be a certain level, you guys get a price break.
yeah, you can even do dry canning if you want to, like your pasta and your rice and your oatmeal, your sugar, flour.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, the flour, we don't get a lot of flour because flour goes bad. If you keep it in the freezer, if you keep it in the refrigerator or freezer, it lasts a lot longer. Our refrigerator here is set really cold, and we don't want to monkey with it. And we've had flour in there for like 2 years. And my wife tested it out. She goes, "This is still good." And my daughter tested it out, still good. Next year, they tested it out again. So it's 3 years, still good. So, hey, Glenn, how the garden's in the house. Howie took off. All right, see you later, Howie. So, and what sort of livestock are you raising? Like rabbits, quail, chickens, turkeys, pheasants, pigs, cows, whatever.
I got chickens right now. That's all I can have on my property.
Yeah. It's it's just that there's for me, it's like I'm trying to get everything, all the building and work done here. So then once it's all done, everything's set up, then I can address all of my attention to gardening and canning. And once I have the gardening going and canning and stuff, it might be my wife decided, okay, I'm coming up permanently.
Yeah, you even when I do my canning and gardening, I do it like I might plant half my beets or carrots and onions and stuff like that, and then plant another little bit, and then plant another little bit. when I go to do it, so that when harvest time comes, I'll take it up a little bit, then canning it and doing whatever I need to do, then taking up a little bit, and then canning in, doing whatever I got to do, because I'm single, right? So,
yeah. Dang it. I deleted that by accident. Let me check this. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Put that back into the inbox. There we go. Steve, up for Northern California, the news came out here. They got storms coming in back to back. The first one started this morning. The next one is hitting Saturday afternoon, evening. Next one's Sunday midday, and the third one, third. I'm gonna go in and look at it. Oh no, it's the last one. The third one. The third one is it says a barrage of rain set to barrel through Northern California starting Friday and coming to a crescendo Monday morning rush hour. So it's probably the same storm. You're getting a little bit of, weather front coming across the entire state. You're getting some in there. Yes, down there in Southern California. But they're talking about, coming in on the different days and stuff. And one of the storms is lasting longer than the other one. So yeah, they got storms just coming in. Okay, save that. Oh, there we go. Oh, so has everybody ordered their seeds for this coming year? I know MI Gardner is having a seed sale going on, and they're doing one for Luke's birthday. I forget what the coupon thing is for that. Courtney and Joe have for Grow Big TV have the hashtag Grow Big, get you 10% off. Anything over $20 is free shipping. That's the final. So basically, if you're getting 10% off, you want to go above or a little, get a couple more seeds packs, and I'll bring you down so you still get the free shipping on that.
yeah, I'll be getting more seeds in about a week or two. I got a place up here that I go to. That's a little more north than MI Gardner.
Okay. Oh, so my seeds are being sent by U.S. Postal Service. Oh, this is interesting. It was shipped from St. Clair, MI. Arrived at East China, MI, and it says shipment received, package acceptance pending. It's the Postal Service. They should be taking the packages and just passing it right on through to get out to come here. CR, which days of spring is that? Is that the actual calendar day of spring, the spring equinox, or is that the last frost date? Oh, that's right. Northern Girl Hobby has the seed swap going on. Okay, and her email's on her about page, I believe, or about tab up at the top. You got a little arrow there. You got to click on to take you to the about page now.
Yeah, it's about 130 days, roughly speaking, for my last. By the time we are clear to the last frost date, or for where I live.
Okay, let's see. Let me get my calculator out here. All right, so we have 12 more days here in January, plus 29 days in February this year. March has 31. January, February, March. April has 30. And then looking at least mid to end of May, going to go another 30 there. Yeah. Okay. His 129 days is a couple days before the end of May.
Yeah, because that's when I'm clear of all the frost for the area that I live in.
Yeah.
It's about the end of May 2-4.
All right. See how you want? Hang on. I got to calculate some more days out here again. All right. So 12 for January, and plus 29 for February, and then 15 into not even 15. Plus, I think about 10 is when my wife starts planting stuff there in Contra Costa County. So it's about 51 days at the most before she's planting, if she's not planting stuff before then. Outdoors. I'm talking outdoors. Yeah, it's weird is that we get last May we didn't get it. Last May, the last freeze date was like the 8th or so. The year before was on the 30th. The year before that, it was on June 6th. We got snow on June 6th. Yeah.
Yeah, even to have a late snow like in May is normal for Canada.
Yeah. Interesting thing here, guys. When I had the kidney stone, I was in the hospital. The hospital breaks out so much stuff to outsourcing billing. The MRI is billed to someplace in New Hampshire. The staffing is not billed here in Idaho. Staffing is built in St. Louis. And where was the other one? There was one other thing, and it was like down in Dallas. It's like crap. So, yeah, in-house drugs and pharmaceuticals down in Dallas. So all the drugs they gave me in the hospital is billed. And it's like, geez. All right. So everybody, check your supplies. Check what's on this stuff you're buying at the store. And remember, the best use by date is not an expiration date. The best use by date is when it's at its peak or still at its peak of flavor. So, your cereals, your Cheerios, the best use by date is the Cheerios are still at their peak of flavor.
I can't remember, but I was asking about yogurt, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think they said some weeks, maybe, I could be wrong, but 2 weeks after the expiry date, it's still good.
Yeah. Well, is that an expiration or best use by date?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
There
are 3 dates that can be put on the food. Best use by date, which is strictly up to the manufacturer. Sell by date, that's the last date that the store should sell it by. And then expiration date, which is not on that many things.
Yeah.
All right, so let me wrap this up here. Tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday with the doctors is diet versus diet versus diet. what sort of diet, if you can't get hold of meat, what are some of the things you can do to keep your proteins up? And we're going to cover a bunch of other things too. Monday, back here on Camppatton Family Compound, the topic is Dutch ovens, ways to cook in it. Tactical Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping is going to be communications, silent and scrambled. The Midnight Ride, of course, is Thursday night at 11:55 p.m. Eastern Time. And then next Friday here, for Friday on the Homestead, the topic is diversify your emergency lighting options. All right, so I know some people out there are going to be chiming in on that one because they got all sorts of different lighting options. So that's what's coming up for the next week. Lewis, thank you for coming up here.
No problem. Thanks. I'll see everybody later.
All right. And everybody in side chat, thank you for your comments and your contributions to the side chat there. Hang on. Okay. I had half a loaf of Wally World bread in the fridge when you went to Idaho here this summer. It was still edible when you came back home in September. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I had years ago back in California, I had up in the loft of the shop there, we had a gaming area up there. And we were at somebody's wedding, and they cut up all the extra wedding cake and put in those little clear plastic containers and stuff. Take cake, take cake, take cake. And our boys weren't there. It's like, okay, we got the boys. Here's a dozen pieces. Take it to your boys. Well, I took a piece up there, a couple of pieces up there. We were eating. I set one off to the side. And I forgot about it. 3 months later, sitting in that hot loft, I spotted over on the side. I go over to it. I look at it, not a speck of mold on it. Opened it up, and it wasn't hard as a brick. It was like, interesting. Maybe we shouldn't be eating this cake. All right, everyone. Stay happy. Stay safe. Check your food pantry out. Make sure everything's in there. Rotate it if you need to. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, over on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday. Take care.